At this point, I just have major FOMO. If you don't know, Animal Crossing will be releasing a 3.0 update in January, and everyone and their mamas are playing Animal Crossing. Every streamer I know, every cozy gamer has been playing Animal Crossing, and I want in. So I literally downloaded Animal Crossing on my Switch 2 today, and I am just going to create a brand new island and start a whole new Animal Crossing journey for the 3.0 update. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I actually upgraded from the Switch Lite to the Switch 2 when they first came out. And honestly and truly, I had no intentions on downloading Animal Crossing New Horizons on my Switch 2, just because like everyone else, I was waiting for a brand new Animal Crossing game, because I just felt like we had already did everything that Animal Crossing New Horizons had to do. And so what was the point? I was like, I want my Switch 2 to be brand new with new games and stuff like that. And so I was not expecting to download this game onto my new device, but here we are with a 3.0 update, and I'll get into my thoughts about the update later. But I will say, with this update, I do have some plans for how I want this island to go. I am not going to be the pickiest when it comes to like the island layout or the fruit and the flowers and stuff like that, but to know me is to know that I hate birds. I absolutely cannot do birds. Like the eagles, the chickens, anything that has a feather, I cannot. Like if my starter villager has a feather on it or a beak, we're starting over. We are starting over. Now, I would say my preferences would be to have a green airport, my fruit to be pears, and for my flowers to be cosmos. That would be my preferences, but I am very flexible. I think I'm just gonna go based off of the vibes, really and truly. And so if it's not feeling like we're meant to be there, then I'll start again. But if it's feeling like we can make this happen, we can make this work, it's not forced, but it's feeling like a vibe type situation, then we would pick that as our island. Now, this outfit, I've had this outfit before as like a starter outfit, and it has not brought me much luck. So I am about to breeze through these options because I just don't have a good feeling about this, if I'm being honest. Now, something different that I'm going to do with this island is that I'm actually going to choose the southern hemisphere, because we are about to go into winter, and with the 3.0 update happening in January, I just don't want my island to be filled with snow and it be white the entire time that we're getting accustomed to this update. And so I think I'm going to choose the southern hemisphere if it lets me, just so that once the update comes out on the 15th of January, it's going to be summer and not winter. I think that just makes the most sense, and for me, it's not going to matter that much. Like, I am still going to play the game regardless. And so I think I'm going to choose the southern hemisphere. Elsewhere. Asia, Europe, elsewhere. Elsewhere. No. Okay, who has... I've never done the southern hemisphere, and so I'm kind of confused on which one to select so that it's summer in the winter. Hold on. I thought I was gonna have like Australia on the list or something. Okay, I guess South America. I just feel like South America is not that far off from, well, North America. Okay, I'm gonna go with South America. Yeah, I believe it is some parts in both hemispheres. In the southern hemisphere, but you prefer an island there. Okay. This is gonna be very interesting. I've never had an island in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so option one has resident services right in the middle, which I can vibe with. This one has it further south, mainly in the middle, but they have both of the river mouths pointing south, which again, I can love or hate. Doesn't really bother me either way. C is something that I've never explored before, where the resident services is like to a corner. I've only had it like in the middle. I don't know if C would be my preference. And then this one is similar to C because it's kind of cattle corner, whereas this one is more centered. I think out of these four, A will be my choice. So let's go with A. The fruit that I don't want is oranges or cherries because I've had those and I'm just tired of seeing them, if I'm being completely honest. Some food because I'm always hungry. Okay, we're off to our first island. Okay, so we have peaches. I'm not mad at a peach. I don't see any flowers yet. I'm not mad at a peach. Okay. Okay, I don't know who this queen is, but I support single mothers. Sylvia with the pineapple on her dress. Okay, I love pineapple, so she's cute. I've never really interacted or seen her before. She's adorable. Okay, Sylvia. And then who are you? Oh, not Buck. Nook if you Buck. Okay, I don't think I could do either of them. If I'm being honest, they were both just a little too much of a villager for me. Sylvia got a whole nother being attached to her, and Buck looked like he just comes with problems. But I will say that this island looks rather pretty. Oh, this is adorable. And then I think the flowers are daisies. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to reset and try again. I've literally stopped recording because I didn't want to bore you all with me constantly restarting the game just to find like my perfect island. But when I tell you, I've sat here for about an hour and the only 3 fruit I have seen so far has been oranges, peaches, and cherries. None of which is my preferred fruit of pears, and my second choice is apples. And I'm just like, well, what the heck is going on? Mind you, I'm not even really getting that great of island layouts. Like those have also been kind of wacky. And so I'm just like, do I need to start tomorrow? Like, what is happening? But here we are. And then I was thinking, maybe is it because I'm selecting the southern hemisphere? Is those the only fruits available? But I just don't think that would be the case. But I literally have not seen a pear or an apple once. My last two villagers, like, I was tempted to take this one particular island because it had hazel and it had, who else was it? It was another red villager. I can't remember their name, but they were both pretty cute. And I was like, okay. But then I looked around. I didn't really like the flowers. I didn't like that resident services was literally like smack dab in front of the airport. It was just like a lot of sacrificing, but I just wanted to come and check back in and let you guys know that I have literally just sat here and I'm just going on with restarting this game over and over again until we find something that is worth having. Like, my god. Let's see what these maps are looking like. Okay. This one is kind of interesting only because of this little like river here that's kind of shaped like a heart. Not really. This one is fine. This one is like, see, this is what I mean. Like, they're all just very much okay. Like, nothing is really calling or speaking to me. And it's like, ugh. I guess out of these four, I will select this one. Or should I do this one? I'll do this one. Let's see, if it's another cherry, orange, or peach, I'm gonna scream. Oh, we have apples. We have apples. Literally, this is the first time I'm seeing apples since I've been trying to freaking get an island. And we have a bunny and we have a cat. Okay, we have an orange airport, which that's fine. I'm not really too pressed about that. Okay, wait. Let's see what flowers we have. Because this might be the island. I don't know what bunny this is. Oh, is this the freaking... I can't see their face. Oh, okay. Why are you giving Flavor Flav? What's going on here? Okay, did I get too excited for no reason? Okay. We're gonna start again. I'll be back once we have something else more promising. Okay, guys. We got something promising. We have pears as our fruit. We have a blue airport. I was hoping for a green one. But we have a blue airport. And look like our starters aren't that bad. But let's see. I think the mouse is Shari? Yeah, Shari. I had Shari on my very first, like literally first ever Animal Crossing Island. Like, didn't even know how to play Animal Crossing Island. Like, she was literally my starter. And Rod. Oh. Okay, let's just look around and see if this is our island. So we have pears. Also, by the way, pears are literally just one of my favorite fruits. Pineapple is my ultimate favorite fruit, but like, I love a pear in the fall. Love a pear. So this layout, resident services is more on the left, near the beach, not center at all. I've never had it that way. I don't really know how I feel about it, but we have pears. Let's go see if we could look at to see what flowers they are. Are those the cosmos? Okay, I don't necessarily love the flowers. I think, and I think I might have said that I wanted the cosmos earlier in the video. I actually meant to say mums. Mums are my favorite. I'm not really loving the flowers, but I love the pears. Okay. And the villagers are not that bad. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I think we try again. I think we should try again. Yeah, I think we should try again. I'm gonna restart. So here's the thing. This is taking quite a bit of time to find the ideal island, and we only have about a month until the 3.0 update comes out. And part of me is like, okay, well, beggars can't really be choosers. And so do I want to just limit myself and say that from the next 5 islands that I choose from, I have to pick one of those and not just play this long haul game of trying to find the most perfect ideal island ever, because I am just not having that good of luck. But at the same time, I don't want to really force it either, because I feel like this is going to be my final like Animal Crossing New Horizons island. And so part of me is like, no, like really make it worth it, make it worthwhile, like make it the most ideal as possible. But I think for the time being, or what I'm telling myself now, is that I'm going to do 5 more restarts if necessary. And out of those 5 restarts, I have to pick one. But I will say that all of this is non void if I have a bird on the island. If one of my starter villagers is a bird, baby, we are restarting. Period. Period. I cannot, like, even though they're just the starter villagers, like I can't have an eagle. Oh, like I just can't. And so we're gonna do the next 5 and see what that gives. Hopefully it works out and we find something amazing within the next 5 islands picks or whatever it's called. But if it's a bird, I can't do it. Even the freaking anteaters are a little bit kind of wishy-washy because their tails look too feather-esque, and I can't even do that. And so let's get into island 1 of 5. We got pears. We got freaking pears, okay? If this report is green, I am going to be gagged. Okay. Okay, it's an orange airport, and honestly, I don't hate it, and I also don't hate these villagers. Okay, I think this is Humphrey, which Humphrey is like the cutest little thing ever, and Hazel is also cute. Wait, I am feeling pretty good about this island. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, Humphrey! Wait, y'all, is this the island? Wait, I'm getting excited. Oh, Hamlet. Who's Humphrey then? I thought it was a Humphrey. Hamlet, I'll take you too. He's with the blue ears. Okay, y'all. Okay. Let's go peek to see. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's go see what flowers there are. Okay. There's these fucking. Is these the cosmos or the daisies? I can't tell. They're not my favorite. But again, I'm not too pressed about the flowers, if I'm being honest, because I could just change those out. Okay. Okay. Let me see where in comparison, this is the airport. So you have to come up and go over to get to resident services. That's fine. And then do I have two south-facing river mounts? I didn't even pay attention to that. Yes, I have two south-facing river mounts. Okay, do I hate that? Oh, I just don't know. Is this the island? Is this the freaking island? Is this the island? The amount of times that I have gotten pears as the fruit has to be like, this probably is like my second time getting pears. So I'm scared that if I restart again, I probably won't get pears for the next 4 tries. And that's like the biggest thing. I really want pears. Like I wanted pears in a green airport. And so should I just do the pears in the orange airport? Which again, I'm not mad at. Like I don't hate the orange airport, if I'm being honest. But I just don't know if like, you know what I'm saying? Wait, does the plane and the airport always match? I don't even remember that. Bro, is this it? And this is the same outfit that I had when I chose my first ever Animal Crossing island. I had on the light plaid shirt and the jeans and the green shoes. And this was like my first ever Animal Crossing outfit. And so I feel like for nostalgia purposes, we're just gonna go with this island. We're gonna go with this one. Oh my goodness, is this it? Is this the island? And I've only seen about 2 types of flowers. These ones or like the pansies, I think they are. Okay, this might be a little annoying to navigate early game because I am literally surrounded by 2 river mounts. But I don't hate it. Should we just ball? Do we ball? Or do we do it again? I'm gonna do it again. Bro, I know. I don't know. I just, something in me just said restart again. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I literally felt so good about the island too. I don't know. I might have regret that. I might regret that. Oh my god. Peaches. And another orange airport. Okay. I see a beak. I'm not doing this. I don't want whatever this is, but out of curiosity, I am wondering what flowers is on here. More of these things. It's like, it's been those like daisy and cosmo flowers. I'm not sure which ones. Or these like flimsy little, I can't remember what these flowers are called. But those ones. which aren't my favorite. So let's restart. I should have taken that first island. Cherries. Cherries. Bro, but it has the nerve to have the green hair. But I don't want whatever this is. No, I don't want it. No. Ew, and does even have the nerve to be called Peck. No, I can't. 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 That was literally like one of the first times I've seen a green airport. I don't know what's happening. I can't do this. We got pears. We got pears. Honestly, at this point, I might just take it because I'm tired of doing this. These are some of the ugliest villagers I've seen. This is crazy. I hate these fugly flowers. Oh my god, guys. I cannot even tell you how long I have been sitting here restarting this freaking game to try to get pears and a green airport. Y'all, we finally got pears and a freaking green airport, and the villagers are not birds. I could literally cry. I think I started recording at like 2 o'clock. It is now 7:30 my time. Mind you, I have been doing this yesterday. I am so happy, and these villagers aren't even that bad. I think this is Tabby the cat, something like that. Oh my gosh, I think this is, I can't remember. Yes, they're ugly. Don't get me wrong, they are very ugly, but they're not birds. And I got my pears and I got my green airport. Everything else can be fixed. Everything else we could deal with. Oh my goodness. And when I say this is probably the ugliest island layout you could probably ever have. But at this point, I don't even freaking care. At this point, I don't even care. Yes. I wish I was recording when I realized that the airport was green. Let's see the flowers. These freaking I really can't remember which flower that is, but it's like the one that looks like those ones up there, bro. And I'm pretty sure that the flowers are determined by your birthday, so they don't really change that much. But yeah, anyway, I am so glad that I finally got what I wanted. I wish I would have been showing you guys like the layout, because this whole, like, this other side is a whole nother like island. Like there's another body of or stream of water on the other side. And I started not to even pick this one because I was like, that's kind of awkward. Like I won't be able to get to like the middle of the island until I get terraforming. But again, I was just at that point like, I don't care. But we got what we wanted. We got pears and a freaking green airport and a green flag and a green plane. Everything is green. And no, green is not my favorite color. I just felt like I wanted everything to kind of like go together. And you'll understand why when I tell you guys the name of my island. But yeah, oh, this feels so good. I am so glad that this process is done. Let's see who these villagers are. I think her name is like, it's Tabby, Tibby, Cat. I know it's something with a K. Oh, this is the one that looks like Flavor Flav. I had her before. Not had her, but like I've seen her at the airports before. I've seen him. I'm not sure what it is. And then this is Coach. They are very much fine. Like honestly, I'm not even mad or pressed about the villagers. My favorite aspect of Animal Crossing is actually like talking to the villagers and stuff like that, just because I think they're so cute. And I try to get as many of my villagers photos as possible. And so Cat and Coach might be on the island for a while just to like get their photos. But honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Oh, I am so happy this part is finally over, guys. You guys have no idea. This have taken so freaking long. I am actually so excited to be starting this new island. Like, again, I had no intentions on downloading Animal Crossing New Horizons on my Switch too, but this is just bringing back so many freaking memories. And honestly, this game is so satisfying and so cozy, and the sound effects, like, it's just going to be a very good time. And so I'm not even mad about it at all. Yay, we get to put our tent down. Yeah, we get the map. Okay, now I can show you guys how freaking wild this layout is. Oh my god, the sounds, the song, guys. This is bringing back memories. Oh my god, I honestly love this game so much. It's sick. I don't have my Nook phone, so I can't even blow up the map, but if you can see in the corner here, this is our little island. Like I mentioned before, there's a whole plot of land that is just surrounded by like a river, so it's like its own little island on the island, which I'm honestly not mad at. Like if I put some bridges or something over that, I might keep it. I'm not a big terraformer type of girly, if I'm being honest. I like to just kind of add to what the island has already given me instead of like trying to recreate the island. And so yeah, but as you can see, we have our resident services more to the right of the island, kind of in between the lower right quadrant. And so we have that, and then we have one river mouth to our right, and then I believe the other one is facing south. Yep, on the left of the airport. And then as far as placing our tents and our houses and everything like that, again, I am not that picky. if anything, if I really did want to move houses around and stuff like that, then I'll just pay for it and go about my day. But I won't be putting houses on the beach. I just would rather just have my beach as accessible as possible and put the houses wherever they fit on land. And if I don't like it there, then I would just move it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't like the whole moving it from the beach to it. To me, it's just like six of one, half dozen of the other. We're going to be moving it either way. And so I feel like for my tent, do I want to be closer over here? This seems honestly like a good little spot. Let's see. Do I want to be here or do I want to be more centered? Because this is like in the very middle of like where all of the rivers kind of meet here. And so I'm wondering if I want to put my house here. And I want to put it more on the side here. Let's see. Let me imagine it. I don't know. I don't think that's the spot. I think maybe here, right at the intersection. We'll go further up a little bit. And go over a little bit. Can I go a little bit up? If not, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, now that I think about it, I actually don't want to obstruct this little waterway right here. And so I think I'm gonna go more here. A little bit over, a little bit up. Okay, let's imagine that this might be the spot. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. And then our tent matches our outfit. Okay, now I believe we have to go help out our other villagers. Let's see where Cat is at. Cat literally gives me Flavor Flav. He's real bad. Where is she? I'll find you a spot. Okay, so my house is, let me stop. My house is on the left. I don't know if I want to put the two villagers near my house or kind of put them behind resident services, but I do know we're gonna have the store and the tailor at some point, and so maybe I will leave that near. Maybe I'll put them closer to the airport, like on each side of the airport for now. It's just hard because this little patch of land is not that large and I don't have any way to get to the other side. And so maybe I will do cat here. Maybe I'll just do all of us near each other, just to have it as like a little neighborhood, starting neighborhood at least. Again, I will probably change all of this at some point, so I'm really not that concerned. This is fine, but I want that pear tree to stay there, so I'm gonna push it over a little bit. Nice. And then I might fit coach. This might be obstructing like a nice little walkway. And so I might put coach somewhere here. So let's go find him. There he goes. Hi, Coachy. Okay, so let's go put his tent down. I don't like that you can't see my tent because of his tent, so I'm going to put him. Let's see. I don't know if I like that either, because if I'm trying to catch a fish right there, it might be tricky, especially early game, because I don't have that many resources. So let's see right here. Yeah, how about here? I like that. I like that a lot. Tom Nook really puts you to work right away, child. Right away. I'm so happy that I got freaking pears. Tell me, what do you want? Okay, but what are you thinking about? Nice. Nice. How many is that? 5. I'm gonna try to avoid picking up weeds. There we go. We need 2 more. All set. Six pairs. Gotcha. Low key, the way that Coach got his eyebrows is how I used to do them like back in 2013. And so I'm low key living for it. Gathering can be tough. Gathering can be a tough workout. Just pace yourself and get what you need. You got this, Stubble. Oh, his nickname is Stubble because he has stubble. Bro, I will cry right now. One. I have the Switch controller that came out with the Switch 2, and when you shake the trees, you feel a little feedback. I love that. It's very cute. Well, I know you were the right one for the job. Thank you once again. Okay. This is where we name our island. And I do have a name, but I feel like it needs a little bit of explaining. After searching for our island with pears and a green airport, I will be naming this island Nevergreen. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. So my whole vision for this island has always been to have a very nature heavy, very foresty, even like some swamp water elements to it. And just have it be like very like nature heavy. But I also wanted there to be like elements of like whimsical or like things that like it's just like fantasy, like kind of like if you was reading Twilight is what I have envisioned. That like kind of just mossy, like but hints of like sparkle and like mystery. Like I want it to be very moody is what I'm getting. And so with the name Nevergreen, it's just a play on the word evergreen. If you're not familiar with the phrase or the term, evergreen refers to something that kind of can be posted or published and still apply to something past its date. Like it's not connected to one particular instance or one particular thing or one particular time period. It can kind of just live on past its time. And so Nevergreen is just kind of a play on that. Really the true core name of this island would be Evergreen. Evergreen. Just because I feel like it's gonna have like a forever island vibe to it. Like it's gonna be my last and final Animal Crossing New Horizon island, but it being called Nevergreen just really cements it into like its final form, if that makes sense. I don't know. I sat on it, I've slept on it. I like the name Nevergreen. I hope you guys kind of can understand the thought behind it and like the vibes behind it, and like you can see the vision. But I think Nevergreen is just going to be, it just feels good every time I think about it and say it. I'm like, yes, I want a very green island, and called it Nevergreen because I'm like that. And so here we are. Is that so many characters? I think that's perfect. Are you okay with Nevergreen? Yes. Oh my god. I hope. Let me know your thoughts on the name in the comments. I feel like people would be like, "Girl, you have did the most to try to find a green airport with pears just to call it Nevergreen." It's insane, but I just feel like it feels great. It feels good. It feels like it belongs. Imagine I misspelled it. Oh, thanks guys. I love the support. You can count on me. I actually don't think I can save until I go to sleep. But this is so freaking cute. Hi, cat. Okay, I think I'm going to go to my tent and place everything down and then wrap up this episode here. But this has been so much fun. It's really bringing me back to core Animal Crossing. Oh, I didn't realize it comes in boxes. That is so cute. And I love that my lamp is gold with my little radio. Let's place our cot. Okay. Okay, girl. Get it together. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I think I am going to wrap up this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was just a lot of trying to find our perfect Nevergreen island, but we finally got it. Hopefully you guys are also interested in following on this journey of Animal Crossing and all of what the 3.0 update has in store. But yeah, I'll be recording the next episode probably right after this, but I just wanted to close this one off as we finally officially got our island. We've named her Nevergreen, and it is time to finally save. And so I'll see you guys on the next episode.